Hello, everyone, and welcome to Devils United. This is the watch along for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Devils United. Today is going to be another watch along for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Today, I have got Stephen. How are you, Stephen?
I'm not too bad. I hope you're doing all right, and yeah, looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game as well. Big game. We only played a couple of weeks ago as well in the Conti Cup, where we did end up winning against Jews 1-0. So I'm sure that you're expecting probably a lot better from the team today.
Yeah, I am expecting probably a little bit better. I mean, obviously we're 4 points ahead of Chelsea. I know they got a game in hand on us, so we can't really slip off the pace. So we have to keep that. We have to keep the pressure on Chelsea to make sure they keep up with us.
Yes, so there is a couple of games in hand. I know Chelsea has a couple, Hughes have got a couple as well. Even Manchester United have one as well against West Ham that got postponed. The first game after international, I think it was the winter break. So there is still a lot to play for because mathematically, even Manchester United could catch up depending on how the games go and how many points can end up happening.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the way Man United, and plus don't forget Man United have only probably been in the Super League for about a few years as
Yeah,
well.
we came in the
So
2019-20 seasons, so
there you
we've
go
only been in
then.
several seasons now, and we haven't been out of top six.
So there you go then. So to be in a sort of a title race with Chelsea who've quite probably dominated the Super League, and you've got Arsenal who've dominated probably the leagues, all the leagues before that. We constantly won it so many times in a row. Then yeah, of course, like being in a sort of title race with them guys is something that you should be very proud of, especially only being about 3-4 years old into the league.
Exactly, we're only very new, and even as a team itself, we're still only very new as well. Because Manchester United's women's team only formed in 2018, we dominated the championship. We only lost one game and drew one game in the championship, won every other game, and then we got into the Super League, and then we've been not even been out the top six since.
Yeah, and that just shows like the sort of it shows a clear plan. Unlike some clubs that probably Liverpool, for example, they don't usually. The reason they're in the Championship is because I think the club doesn't really focus on them as a Super League. And I
Agreed.
think the longer that it goes on, you get Man City, you get Chelsea, you get Man United and Arsenal all compete for the Super League. Eventually, Liverpool are going to have to look at this and go, this is something that's growing because fans are going to games. They're more affordable, so that's why they're going.
Yeah.
Right, it's a lot better atmosphere. From what I can tell, I've been tempted a couple of times to go myself. Um, but yeah, so it's growing big time, especially with when you got England in the World Cup and doing so well in that. So I think Liverpool are missing a trick here, and I think they need to come up for a plan. I mean, I'm sure you don't want them anywhere near it. So, like, but there you
They're
go.
currently first in the championship, though. Currently first, and
Okay.
who else is in the race is Durham, London City, and even Crystal Palace is in that race to actually get into the Super League. So there's four teams
Okay.
who can mathematically still get into the championship. But what we'll do at our time, we'll actually show the Super League table and we'll show the championship table,
Yeah,
so we can have
yeah,
a little bit of discussion on that. I'll go through a couple of the comments here. Good afternoon to you, Niall. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, horrible
Big
game,
up,
but
Niall.
hopefully, a much better game today. I always find a little bit more
Well,
pleasure watching the
I'm
women's games.
sorry.
That's for sure.
Can I just say when Ronaldo missed the penalty and then Bruno Fernandes misses that sitter, you knew it was kind of like with the Burnley game when Lacazette missed his open goal. It was like, that's it. We ain't scoring. We ain't winning this game.
30 total shots, 30. No, we could
What
only
did
get
you
one
say?
goal.
What and like both of them are bad. Don't get me wrong. I know I was having a little bit of banter, but I know Arsenal, they deserve to go out in the third round. Who would you say was the worst? Because when I watched the Terrace, they said and Terry, being a Man United fan, was quite easy saying that Man United's performance was worse than going out to Middlesbrough was more embarrassing than Arsenal's. I don't know whether you agree on that or not.
I probably would disagree on that just because, in a matter of fact, Middlesbrough has got a new manager now, Chris Wilder, and they've only actually lost one game under Wilder, just like we only lost one game under Ragnick until last night. So it's both hard to play for. They're actually near enough competing into the Championship playoffs, unlike Nottingham. And as well, the only game they lost against was Blackburn Rovers. They've won and drew every other game. So they're in the best form that we have seen so far in Middlesbrough this season, and it shows that we should never underestimate teams that are in lower leagues than
You
the
don't
Premier
estimate
League.
the FA Cup. That's
No.
what I've said. You'd never underestimate the FA Cup. I think the only thing we'd say with Arsenal, and the reason I'd probably say I agree with it, is because if you look at Arsenal at the time, and me, I didn't like excuses. We deserved to go out in the game, right? But we had to play Charlie Patino and we had to play Lukonga in the midfield, which was total inexperience completely. So we were sort of hampered in the sort of the midfield, and that's how they sort of dominated the midfield for us. So, but yeah. So I'll just leave that where it is.
Yeah. To Niall's question, it is on Sky, but you can also catch it on the FA player if you have that downloaded on your phone. Just as Niall has said, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm only 15 away now to 500 subscribers, so make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Hello to Ginge. I hope you're well. And the Arteta Talk, thank you for tuning in as well. Niall asked if you enjoyed yesterday's stream.
Oh mate, I was that left me in tears. Like Vicky was literally, we basically ended the stream when Vicky fell asleep because she was absolutely drunk. She was that drunk she fell asleep on stream. So, and apparently Vicky and Nippon are now going on the date. So apparently,
Okay,
so
that's very interesting.
We're turning Rich into a dating stream, basically.
That's very interesting. Let's go through the lineup. I've got both the lineup for both us and Arsenal, so I'll let you do the Arsenal one. I'll do the Man United one because I'm sure you'll probably have a lot more to talk about Arsenal's anyway than us. I'll go with my lineup first for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Mary Earps back in goal after the Conti Cup defeat versus Chelsea. We've got Maria in the centre-back position again because Millie Turner is out due to injury. Blundell is still keeping a place in the full-back. Ella Toon back after a suspension in the Conti Cup. Katie Zellum still keeping a place as captain. Leah Galton remaining to keep a place on the wings. Hayley Ladd back after suspension in the Conti Cup. We have got a debut signing who is making us starting today, Caldwell, alongside Maria today. That is due to an injury on Mannion. So it'd be good to see on how Diane will be. She's got that experience there as well. So I'm sure she'll display leadership roles in that back four. Another signing, Brun. She is going to be making a first start for Manchester United. Currently Denmark's best player. She did get that award for that, and she is on loan for us from Lyon. An extremely good club in, of course, women's football. We've got Honor, who's keeping a fullback position, and Russo, who is also keeping her position as well. What do you think of that lineup for Manchester United?
Be interesting to see what the new signings add to the team and what dimension they can add to the team. So yeah, that's something that probably Arsenal need to look out for from what happened in the Conti Cup. So I think Arsenal just the thing with Arsenal, I think, is just we know the job we've got to do. We know the job that we need to do. So it's about just being disciplined and not taking anything for granted.
Exactly. So here is the lineup for Arsenal. If you want to go through that one.
Yeah, so Zinsberg in goal, who's quite capable of being our number one. Maritz Beattie, Caitlin McCabe. Good to see Nobbs back in the team, with Little as the captain, and Mead and Midemir, who have been fantastic so far this season. They're obviously going to be starters as well. So, yeah, I'm happy with that lineup and how they're set up for this game.
A former player of Manchester United is actually starting on the left-hand side for Arsenal, Tobin Heath. And if she scores today, she'll be the first player to score as a Manchester United player and an Arsenal player.
Oh, well, there you go then. Like, let's just make sure she does the job for Arsenal. Let's just say that, and just make sure she don't do it the other way around next time. You can score now, but don't score later. Like,
no, don't score. I'd rather she doesn't score, but we've only conceded in one game out of 9, so our defensive record is extremely well, but we've had to make that little bit of a change in that defensive setup, and last game we played without a CDM as well, so that is always going to be signs of trouble there too. But one thing I wanted to point out, there is actually an under-21 who's actually on our bench today, Middleton Patel. She is a goalkeeper, so she's the under-21's first goalkeeper. Due to Bagley, she did get a red card due to the incident on Sam Kerr. I don't know if you watched the Conti Cup, but she could be potentially making a debut depending on what goes on with Maria Earps as well. So,
yeah.
Mary Earps. So, that'll be even good for somebody to get someone from the under-21s to get that debut, because Mark Skinner is actually quite good in his youth. He's gave Carrie Jones a chance. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's daughter, Cara, she actually made a debut in the FA Cup game versus Bridgewater. So he's quite good in terms of his youth. He's given him that chance, what we didn't see under Casey Stoner.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the thing I think Man United is that midfield battle for this game. Right? And they need to make sure Arsenal don't dominate the midfield, because if Arsenal get hold of that midfield and start dominating it, then you're in big trouble. So that's going to be, I think, the real test for Man United today.
Exactly. Let's get a few more comments in beforehand. Niall is on Twitch now, and he's commenting through Twitch. Good afternoon to you, Kai. I hope you're well, and I hope you enjoy the game later on, because I know you're playing against Man City. He's got the game now, Niall. Hello to Bath Time with Vaughn. I hope you're well. I actually thought you absolutely love your Just Dance. Come on, Vaughn. You're letting me down here.
Oh, mate, he was in the private chat trying to sing Enrique Iglesias to us last night in the chat, and I'm like, people were wondering why we were laughing our heads off, because I was just in tears after that stream. It was mad.
Hello there as well to Ravi. I hope you're well. It's kick-off now for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Another
Can I
player
just make a shout out to Elanga as well? Because and I'll keep there's certain people I was on last night saying that I'm going to pipe up and say it. Yeah, I'm going to pipe up and say it every time it happens, because it needs to be stopped. And yeah, he missed the penalty like Saka did in the World Cup. There's no excuse for what he deserved, what he got on Insta afterwards, and it's disgraceful. So he just keeps his head up, and ignore those people.
I completely agree. 100%. So it is now kick-off. Just as Ravi said, what a mazza yesterday. What a mazza. I'm sure you were extremely happy though, Ravi, knowing to be a Liverpool fan. And Baptiste said, shout out to Phil Jones. But yeah, it's kick-off now.
I'm telling you, he's getting his testimonial. I'm telling you.
He actually rejected his testimonial, actually. But as it stands, it looks like Arsenal have currently got that possession of the ball, unlike Manchester United, but they're in their own half. So if we win it back quite soon, and we do, like here now, Russo's got it. Honor.
What minute? What minute are you on?
1 minute 32.
I'll be a little. That's all right. You're ahead. I'll be a little bit behind. So, like, as long as you're ahead, it's all right. I don't mind it. I don't mind doing a watch along when the host is in front, because I think the host should be in front. That's the best way to go about it. So I'm only about 10 seconds behind.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah.
Throw in for Man United, take by Honor. Russo crossing. No, nothing's happened with that, so it's probably going to be a goal kick now. Good link up play there. Russo is more of a striker, but she's been being played on the right hand side because we've got Brun, we've got Martha Thomas as well, who's been playing. So we'll be seeing a lot more of her on the wings now.
I swear, did she just use the hand of God or something? Like, I swear, all I just saw was her hand go up. Yeah, she did as well. Like, unfortunately, we have I don't know if we have VAR in this game, but
no VAR in.
But you ain't even get away with that this day. Not in this time. Not after that controversy. Right.
No, sir, no VAR at all, and the refs are awful. So that's another story for another day, though, for the refs. And I'd rather actually have Dean Smith refereeing than these Super League refs. Let's just say.
Yeah.
It says a lot when you think that. That's for sure.
Trust me, I remember I had Wolseley on. There was an ex-ref on the channel, and it's trying to keep a straight face when he's trying to make like sort of give the experience of a referee, and I'm like, yeah, but they're crap. It's just saying in your head, but they're shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, no one there to support Manchester United. Brun was that little bit behind. There was a few people who was actually missing from your squad. Leah Williams would be in one, and I think she would be a big miss for Arsenal.
Yeah, she's very key to the way we want to play.
Yes. We actually wanted Leah Williamson at Manchester United, and one of the players who you signed was actually linked to Manchester United in this the last window, Blastinius.
Oh, you wouldn't get that in the men's. You wouldn't get that in the men's side. Like, we would never get that. Trust me.
We was absolutely gutted not getting her, but we've got 3 different players, signed them all on the last day of the window, so. We done pretty well, let's just say. Done pretty well. Gonna be a throw-in now for Manchester United to be taken by Honor again.
One player's not on the bench. It is Iwabuchi. Iwabuchi's been popping up with a few goals here and there for, this season as well. So she could be she's one of those players I think that could come on and impact the game.
100%. I completely agree. To Niall's question here, Kim Little is starting. She has made the start today. Mary Earps has got the ball now. Short pass to Caldwell. Good to see a nice touch from a debut player. She's actually a Manchester United fan as well. Been a Manchester United fan since she was in her childhood. She put pictures on in her bedroom full of Manchester United posters, full of Roy Keane posters, treble 99. So it's good to even have a player at the club who actually supports the club as well as wanting to play for the club.
Yeah, I mean, because any player that supports the club they're playing for, they're going to give more to the badge, which is what you want. Right.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself, to be honest. Couldn't say it better myself. From what you're seeing, who do you feel like has been the better team so far?
I think Man U've had the better of the possession so far. I think Arsenal's still trying to settle down and feel their way into this game at the minute.
Yeah, it's still been fairly even right now.
But Man United are trying to deny them a lot of space in that midfield.
That's what Manchester United have been. What's been good about Manchester United, we've actually been settled down in our midfield now because it's been. We've got so many midfielders. It's about getting that balanced. And since we've actually been playing Hayley Ladd, our midfield has been so much more balanced, and we've been able to hold a lot more possession of the ball, which is kind of play Matt Skinner likes.
So is that where
Oh,
your men's midfielders have disappeared to?
probably. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a save there from Arsenal. A shot on target, first shot on target of the game. Honor, and that was a good save there from Arsenal's goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm just about to see it now.
It was a cross in there by
Cross
Galton,
in.
passed by Elatoon.
Oh,
Honor shot. It was going. It wasn't going to go in anyway. It would have been pretty crap if it wasn't
yeah, I
saved.
do
But
think Zinsberger could have dealt that a little bit better, to be honest. I think she could have got her hands to that. Didn't look very
100%.
confident. It looked a bit... It's one of those, yeah, I saved it, but I don't look comfortable.
She didn't clear her lines very well. She didn't really clear.
Yeah.
She should have caught it
Or,
and
yeah,
then
or
done a
you
kick.
either catch it or you turn... Like, I mean, I used to try and be a goalkeeper myself, and you either catch it or you make sure you turn it over to the out of play.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Last thing you do is let it drop in front of you, because then you've got the defenders having to deal with it while you're getting up.
I completely agree. Niall, yep, let's aim for 20 likes and
Yes.
we'll keep on doing it from there. Thank you all very much who has liked so far. And hello there to Del Barguna. I hope you're well. Thank you as well for tuning in. Niall said he just saw the save. It was a great save as well. So it looks like
Big up
something.
Del Boy Gunner TV. Del Boy Gunner TV, I will get on, I think you said Monday or Tuesday, so whatever it is, we'll get it sorted. Don't worry. I said I'll go on his channel and I wasn't well yesterday, so I'm just about to share it on my about to share the stream on the community tab, on my community tab.
Brill. Yeah, so free kick taken there by Manchester United. Now going to be throwing for Arsenal. Throw-in taken. Manchester United won it quite high up. Russo, Hayley Ladd, Maria, Hannah Blundell, Leah Galton. Arsenal's doing quite well in trying to shut us down there, but we've got awarded a free kick now, just due to, I think it looked like that we was being, it looked like we was being tugged in a way. It was a foul on Leah Galton, so it's going to be a free kick for Manchester United. And Katie Zellum, she's very good with her free kicks and her set pieces, so she's not too far from the box neither. So if she gets a good person to get a header, there's no reason why we can't get a goal in. Though, gonna go out there now. Gonna be a corner for Manchester United. Yep. Good defending there from Arsenal. Going to be a corner now for Manchester United. We're on the 9th minute, everybody. Corner taken.
Oh, I will just say...
we scored! Yes!
Oh, no.
Russo, who scored in the Conti Cup against Arsenal, has also scored again against Arsenal from a corner. At least we scored more corners than in the men's game. But, yep. Absolutely buzzing with that. 10 minutes in, and we've got our goal already by Russo.
Come on, you got to clear that better. Come on, man. You got to be clearing that better than that.
That was brilliant there from Russo.
And
absolutely smashing header.
Just when I thought like I could watch this game and actually have some pride, I might as well just stop watching football, man. That's it. I'll stop watching footy now.
That was a brilliant header though there from Russo.
It's a good header, but I'm sorry, that defender should be clearing that.
Maybe
if you
so.
see it, she stuck her leg out.
Yeah.
And she stuck it right in front of the keeper. She didn't need to do it. Why are you sticking your leg out? The keeper's got it.
Wow, that was really bad clearance in again from Arsenal. We actually took a shot on target. Goalkeeper from Arsenal did not clear it very well. Still kept with Manchester United, but no one there to support Manchester United. So we could have been 2 goals up.
Oh, she spilled it again. She's having a nightmare.
Oh,
She's got a
man.
defender that's decided to jump in front of her, which has, of course, cost us the goal.
That was so close there from Leah Golden to make it a second.
And
So
then,
close.
yeah, and then again, it's not spilling in that one as well.
Let's just be honest, though. Russo absolutely loves scoring against Arsenal. She loves it.
Jesus.
Tobin Heath got the ball now, though.
And I thought this was going to be a fun day today.
To be honest, though, I actually think that Arsenal's form since the winter break hasn't been that good. They lost against Birmingham. That was 2-0. That was the first defeat of the season, and it just seems like all the other games have been quite scrappy there for Arsenal. You've lost against us in the Conti Cup. When you look at it, you look at Arsenal squad and you look at Manchester United squad, knowing that how long Arsenal's been there as a football club compared to Manchester United, you'd expect a lot more better from Arsenal, considering they were scoring 4, 5, 6 goals against near enough every single club in the league. They scored 3 against West Ham. They scored 4 against Chelsea, who has dominated the league for so long. So you expect a lot more better there from Arsenal when they've had such a good start.
Plus, also we're in the Champions League as well and playing Wolfsburg in the Champions League.
Yeah, Arsenal did have a corner, but Marius did save that, so it's gonna be a kick there for goal kick there for Manchester United.
What Arsenal need to do, they need to get hold of the ball, calm down, and just pass, because they are not settled. They're not settled. They need to just have possession for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Right? Even if it's just playing it across the back and being in just the bottom half of the midfield, just get the ball and keep it, and keep the passing and grow the confidence. Because at the moment, they're all over the place.
And just as Niall said, that Russo bullet header from Arsenal's point of view, Sunday league defending. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, the defender doesn't have to get in that. Zinsberger was saving that. I don't know why the defender was getting in that. I have got no clue.
No. It just seems like, though, Manchester United are shutting down Arsenal extremely well. We're completely exposing your midfield.
Yeah, I'm actually going to make a call soon and wondering if this guy's another version of Arteta.
Well, he's got a bit of a fiery attitude, because I don't know if you did watch the Conti Cup, but I did have a little bit of a rant, because he actually went up to one of our players in the face and went mad over a tackle on Beth Mead. She didn't even touch Beth Mead.
Yeah.
I bet our Martha Thomas got a yellow card. If you look at the pictures, she was nowhere near her face, and she got a yellow.
Yeah. Bit like what Arteta did to Klopp, isn't it?
Yeah. And then everyone piped in, then it was just an absolutely crazy. But Arsenal are quite high up the pitch now, so they're just outside the box, but they passed it back right to the centre back, because Manchester United allowed no room for Arsenal to actually try and get in. When you do look at this, what could you really do better? Do you need to put a substitute on maybe at half time?
Not yet. I mean, it's 50 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But we just need to keep hold of the ball. We're even struggling to keep hold of it. That's the thing. Just one pass there, it was like that could have easily been intercepted. We just need to keep hold of that ball for 5 minutes and just grow some confidence in the game. Once it grows some confidence, you'll get quick passing. The interchanging will start happening. So there you go. Start interchanging there, and the shot of the bar.
Exactly. It was actually by
Exactly that. Get a bit of confidence. You'll start creating space, and then there you go.
It was a brilliant save, though, there from Mary Earps as well.
Yeah, very good save. But Maida Mia, to be honest, at that range, I would expect her to be putting that in the... I would be expecting her to bury that.
Yeah, because she's a brilliant player, Maida. She's probably one of Arsenal's better players.
Yeah, she's one of my most prolific strikers.
Yeah, she's
But I think actually
brilliant.
Mead's been the more prolific this season than Maida Mia.
Yeah, Beth Mead has been absolutely brilliant this season.
She's been tearing it up.
She has, she really has.
I've
But
literally I wanted to see if we can replace her for Aubameyang.
well, there's always a hope. The England
I've
manager
honestly
is
said
actually at the
this.
ground today.
What's this?
England manager's actually at the ground today because
Oh,
we're
good for
actually
her.
playing an international break in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be nice to see if like it'd be nice to see who gets to be picked for that.
There'd be a few options I would personally go for. I think Russo definitely deserves to be back there. I think also Ella Toon deserves to have that lineup place again. I would even suggest even Magnum making coming through to England because she hasn't been in England for quite a while. So even she deserves it. She's been terrific. She's only missed one game, which is today.
Yeah, yeah. So you, like, I'm I'm sure like whatever what a manager chooses, it was going to be a decent choice. So
Exactly.
and that's the thing. That's the one thing we love about football. Like you get rewarded for good performances. You get rewarded for doing well.
And bath time wanted to update us. Chelsea are losing to Plymouth as it stands.
Oh, to be honest, no. There's another reason why I actually want Chelsea to beat Plymouth.
Yeah, I'd rather have Chelsea beat Plymouth, but they're at home as well, Chelsea.
And
So
let's
that
just
is
say I won't
disgusting.
say his name on channel because like I can't stand him.
Um, Arsenal have got now possession of the ball. Brun is actually trying to put some little bit of pressure there onto
That's
Arsenal.
the thing. We're growing into this game now. We're finally getting our
Yeah,
act together.
yeah, you're growing into it a little bit now, but hopefully Manchester United will try and get another goal probably before half time. Fingers crossed, because we've actually scored quite a few goals in the past so many games as well. We scored 20 plus goals in
If we
9
go 2-0
games.
down, I'll give it 5 minutes and you start bringing on attackers and just trying to throw the kitchen sink at it. Because you might as well, like, what's the point in losing 2-0 or 5-0? I know the goal difference is a massive thing, right? We won the league against Liverpool with goal difference, right? But in the end, like, it comes, in the end, you might as well, like, if you're going to lose 2-3-0, throw the kitchen sink at it, go for it. Like, you never know, they could get caught out on a set piece and get a goal back. And
Exactly,
then all of a
because
sudden, they're falling back, so like, oh God, we're not going to lose this. So,
exactly, and you've got Blastinius, who is a brilliant Swedish striker. So you could even get her to come on. But Manchester United are in high possession now. We just took a throw in, and there's going to be another throw in for Manchester United. Arsenal are showing it down quite quickly, but we're quite near the box, so anything could really happen from these throw-ins. Brun, Russo, gonna go now for a goal kick for goal. Oh, it's gonna be a corner. It looked like it was gonna be a goal kick, but it's a corner for Manchester United. We all seen what happened on the last corner. But it's going to be another corner now. Maybe even Hayley Ladd has scored a few corner goals, so she will be good at aiming for a corner too.
and here's the thing: is like the teams around us, Chelsea as well. They'll be looking at this. Like, Chelsea will be praying for a draw. To be honest,
Yeah,
they
they
would want
will
a draw
be.
out of this
Yeah.
because they'll absolutely love that. As much as that means they'll be 2 points behind after the game in hand, well, no, actually, they could be only about a point if they went in the game in hand and won the game to this weekend. But like, it sorts out your two nearest rivals in it as well. That was over the bar as well. Jesus.
Yeah, it was over the bar. But that was by Leah Galton. So we've taken our chances when we can, and I think we've been quite clinical in terms of our chances. I think we've had much better chances than Arsenal, especially in this first 20 minutes of the game. But Arsenal are back in with high possession now. Tobin Heath takes a shot over the bar there from Tobin Heath. That's what you need to do, especially when There's no other player to support you. Just try and take
Yeah.
that shot. Tobin Heath is absolutely a
This,
brilliant
th-
addition.
this, and do you know what? Do you know what I say as well when you take a shot as well? Uh, uh, it's a common known fact, and I take this as a quote from. I don't know if you've seen the film United with David Tennant in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that, and like there's the fans always are gonna never have a go at someone who takes a shot, right? But always have a go at someone who doesn't.
Mhm.
And that's a well-known fact, right?
I
But
completely
right, if you
agree.
don't got no other option, whether you've got no option to square it or cross it, have a pop, because you never know. Even if it's at an odd angle, the keeper might make a foul of it and put it in the net.
Exactly. Couldn't say it better
Because
myself.
if you're right at an angle, you'd just smack it straight at the keeper, because you never know, it might bounce off him.
So the last 10 minutes of the possession were on 22 minutes. Arsenal have had 69% possession. Manchester United have 31% possession. To be honest, I was always expecting Manchester United to come in as a counter-attacking team because I do know how well Arsenal are at keeping possession, how well they are in their midfield. So I always expected Mark Skinner to come in with his team to be a counter-attacking team. And
But
Niall
then,
said that Kidderminster's winning against West Ham 1-0.
wow. But the FA Cup's delivering this year, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like,
It really
but
is.
yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, as much as we're dominating possession, it feels
You're not doing
like we're
anything with
on the
it.
edge. It feels like we're sloppy, we're on the edge, we're not
It feels like
cohesive, we're not
you're just not
fluid.
doing anything with it. It's like you can have
Yeah, but it
ninety
feels like
percent
we're making
possession.
mistakes at the same time. It feels
Yeah,
like we're making a lot of mistakes. And I think the reason probably is Man United, once they get the ball, they know exactly what to do with it, and they're within about a minute or two, they're having a shot. And you're
yeah.
always going to
And
have more
Miedemar took another
possession.
shot.
If you play more direct, you're going to get. If
Another
you
shot there by
if
Miedemar,
you play
but it
more
was off
direct,
target.
you're going to get less possession than someone who's going to pass around and gradually build up play. So
Exactly. And that's what we noticed though with Arsenal against Birmingham. I think they had overall over 70% possession, but they lost 2-0 because they didn't do anything with that 70% possession. You can have
we
all the
used to have
possession
that.
in the
We
world,
used to
and if you
have
don't
that.
do that,
We used to have that with Wenger, but he was so obsessed with scoring a perfect goal. Like, and we just didn't do anything with it because we just like he just was obsessed about trying to walk it in the net, and no one would take a shot.
oh, exactly.
Trust me, you won't believe how many times I was shouting in the pub, "Take a shot!"
It doesn't matter how the goal is scored as long as you get it in. It doesn't matter if it's a scrappy goal, doesn't matter if it's a corner goal, set piece goal, doesn't matter any kind of goal. As long as it goes in, that's
Or a
what matters.
handball.
Not handball though.
We were say
Corner
last
now
night
for
then.
Arsenal. No. Corner for Arsenal now as it stands. So we'll see what they can be able to do with this corner kick.
Yeah.
Is there any particular player you would aim for in this corner?
I'll get it towards Maidemir, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right, because
Looks
just
exactly what she
prolific.
done, but she didn't even get a shot on target, nowhere near the net. And Manchester United able to defend, and it's gone into Arsenal's half. Ella Toon running for the ball, putting a bit of pressure there onto Arsenal. Brun also putting a bit of pressure on.
Just gonna see if I can get this on a better one. Let's just see if I can get it on my phone. Try on my phone.
Arsenal is literally just playing around in their own half, passing it to the goalkeeper, passing it to defenders, not doing anything.
We are at 14 likes, people. Right, let's make sure we can get that to 20. Hit the like button, subscribe right now, if you can. Really do appreciate it.
And thank you who has liked so far and who's watching so far too. Arsenal didn't really need to defend that. It just felt like they was defending something what they already had. It just doesn't make sense. It like went for a tackle in, but there was no one there to take a tackle on. They could have just easily just passed that, but They can't even get out their own half at this point. Arsenal, they're just staying in their own half, just passing it quite safe.
That's what I'm saying. Is like we've got 69% possession, but we're just sat in our own half, just passing it around, not doing
Exactly.
anything. And every time Man United are getting the ball, they're looking very threatening and direct, right? And when you play direct and threatening, when you play direct football and go straight at someone from the start, you're gonna. This is why now Arsenal are just passing it around, not doing anything with it, because they're worried every time they lose the ball that they're going to get
Which
caught
they've
out.
just lost.
Yeah, and then they get caught out. Watch this.
Katie Zellum just gave the ball away back to Arsenal, though.
But they're getting caught. They're worried to get caught
Russo
out.
won it back.
There you go.
Foul on Russo, so it's a foul. But they've not stopped the play when it's a foul. This is the thing. They don't hardly. They never give fouls away hardly. Beth Mead is now in that box. Yep. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Arsenal. Beth Mead was claiming for a penalty.
I think that one was a bit 50-50, to be honest. I've seen them.
I'm going to have a look at the play up for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt it just didn't feel like there was too much into that for me for it to be a penalty. Didn't seem too much to be in for a penalty for me.
Nah,
she fell more than she got fouled.
Nah, the rest is just as shit as they are in the Premier League.
Worse than the Premier League ones. Worse. But Arsenal's got a corner kick now. So we'll see what they'll be able to do that corner.
I'll submit to that one. That was a bit 50-50.
It just felt like she fell. I think she fell more than what she got fouled.
Yeah, that would have been soft.
And that's what annoyed me, because Beth Mead done the exact same when Martha Thomas got a yellow card. She fell when she didn't get fouled.
Oh, did she? I don't remember that one. Like,
yeah, that was in the Conti Cup.
Yeah, I forgot that one.
I knew you probably would have. Manchester United won it back. Gone back, though, to Arsenal. Crossing for Arsenal. No one there to support Arsenal, though. So, defended well from Manchester United. Tobin Heath has picked up the ball. She's quite far down. Should be a throw in that for Manchester United. It came off Arsenal's arm. Yeah, throw in for Manchester United to be taken by Honour.
I just looked it up on the FA Player app. The FA Player app's on Listen Live, actually, so because it's on Sky.
Yeah, it is. It's not often that is actually only the second time we're actually been on Sky this season.
Yeah, because usually I think it's the BBC that wrote up a contract about it.
Yeah.
Don't they?
The BBC usually shows the early kickoffs, and the late kickoffs on a Sunday tends to go on Sky, and we usually play early kickoffs.
Because the thing is, I keep up with the highlights, and I try and, if there is a live match, I try and watch it. But I always try and make sure I always keep up to date with what's going on. I have to, otherwise I'll just end up in misery. Got to find something to smile about.
Gonna be a free kick now for Arsenal.
At least with this table, I can keep it the right way up and don't have to turn it upside down.
That's true. That is true. Tobin Heath's going to be taking that free kick for Arsenal. So let's see what she'll be able to do with that free kick. We're on the 30th minute, everybody. It still remains at 1-0 for Manchester United. Defended well again from Manchester United. No one there to support Manchester United, though, in the counter-attack. It was literally everybody was behind the ball. So no one was able to counter-attack, because there was a few Arsenal players who was able to shut down any kind of counter-attack play.
Plymouth are getting
Crossing.
absolutely dominated in their game.
Hmm?
But they're still 1-0 up. Chelsea got 74%, and this is another example. 74% possession, but have only 2 shots on target.
Terrible.
Right, and that's Chelsea. I think Tuchel, I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he's a lead manager.
Hello to Kaz. Thank you for tuning in. I've not seen you on the channel before. Yes, I'm actually watching the actual game. It's on Sky, and if you are out of the UK, you'll be able to catch it on the FA player. So it's going to be a goal kick now for Manchester United. Goal kick taken.
That's what I get with the F1 with that F1 car launch stream. There's only a livery launch actually. It wasn't actually the car, right? And people were saying, well, like, why are you watching it? Well, it's not. It's that they didn't say there was a video. It was just saying it was come. They're releasing the Twitter feed. They're gonna post it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like I said, it's not their actual car yet. So we'll probably expect that later in the.
So from this first 32 minutes of the game, who have you think has been Manchester United's most threatening player?
For me, it'd have to come from the left-hand side. I think the left-hand side would be very threatening.
Yes, so that would have been Honor and Leah Galton's side who have been the most threatening.
That would be for me. If I double check the lineups. Obviously, also Russell as well.
Yeah, she's a brilliant player.
You've been quite balanced on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think the left side you've had more of it on the left side than the right.
Yeah, that's the thing. We always tend to switch it up. So at times the left is our most strongest side, and then other times the right's our most strongest side.
That's the thing. I think that's always good because it keeps people guessing. The one thing you want is what anyone doesn't like is jeopardy, where they don't know they don't know how to anticipate how someone's going to play. If everyone knows you're going to play down the left all the time. Like, because one time we only had, like, say, Pepe and Tierney on the left.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to shut that down. And then we just don't move. That's why you've got to have both sides working.
At the beginning of the season, though, Manchester United seemed to be quite exposed. So we used to play just on one side, and then the other side used to be dead bare. No players were there. So we used to be really exposed on a certain side, if that was the left or the right.
Yeah. So it's just having that balance. And I don't think Arsenal, they've had a couple of opportunities down their left side, but the right-hand side has been completely shut down.
Yeah.
I haven't seen hardly anything from that right-hand side at all.
No. Corners now for Manchester United again. Nothing's been done.
Whoever's been taking your corners has been deadly.
Yeah, so the people who do tend to take the corners is Katie Zellum. She always takes our corners, our set pieces, our free kicks. She does all of them. She's probably our best free kick taker at Manchester United. Her and Honor are the best two. But I'd always rely on Katie Zellum over anybody else. We've had quite a few goals from us. One in particular, what was a standout one for me with Katie Zellum was the Everton game in the Conti Cup. She'd done a free kick, and I think it ended up being an own goal, but it was a brilliant free kick. And same again for Arsenal when Russo scored in the Conti Cup. That was another good free kick there from Katie Zellum as well.
That's the thing. You need to always make the most of any opportunities you get from set pieces.
Exactly, because it's an advantage for us.
Yeah, you never know, especially when it comes towards the end of the game. You never know what's going to happen. Like if you need a goal and you get a set piece against a side that's clearly probably better than you, but they're trying to hold out for a 1-goal advantage win, then you've got to make every single advantage count.
Exactly. And according to Vaughan as well, it's still one up there for Kidderminster against West Ham.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. It's 1-0.
And I find it a bit funny. I can't laugh, but...
Hey, West Ham, like... I still give them an outside chance of getting fourth, to be at the win.
I agree, but they're lacking on a number 9. They're lacking on a 10 for me, and probably even another centre back to actually get into
We're
top
just
4.
lacking a squad.
At least you can actually have Champions
11,
League nights and women's football.
Yeah, but like we've got 11 players and 7 subs. That's literally what we've got. I've counted it on the actual first team website. I know, but like you should have 1 or 2 backups, and people are trying to say, "Oh, we're only playing once a week, so we don't need them." What the fuck? Does anyone actually know anything about football when they open their mouth on Twitter?
Vaughan's hoping that every single Premier League club gets smashed out of the cup now because
yeah.
Yeah. It actually
he was
quite
saying last night, trying to come up with the positives, and I'm like, mate, you got embarrassed. Yeah, he was trying to be positive with the positive, and I hear what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, mate, but I think the drink's talking there, mate, because like you were shit. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, you couldn't put it in the net.
Vaughan said there were lots of
It was funny
positives.
last night. I'm sorry, that's one of the funniest streams I've ever been on. I can't admit.
Vaughan said there was lots of positives. Manchester
yeah, you
United
coming on the channel, that was the positive.
is class Vaughan. I absolutely I love Vaughan. He's a class person.
Mm.
Gonna be a goal kick now for Arsenal.
Yeah, nothing much has happened to Kane. Niall.
Yeah, nothing much has happened. Still 1-0 up for Manchester United. Russo scoring on the 10th minute. We're on 38 minutes, everybody. I feel like Manchester United has definitely been the better team, though, for me, because they've actually been very clinical with their chances, and when they do have the ball, they've done something with it.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like,
Tobin Heath is down.
Yeah, she's just had her foot stamped on. I think it was Gallatin. I think I just...
Let's have a look. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit nasty there from Anna, but...
Hang on.
It's gonna...
Let's have a look.
Wait, was it? Did she stamp on her foot?
No, there was one of your players that got stamped on the foot on the left-hand side. I didn't say that, but it was Heath.
I was wondering why Tobin Heath was down.
Should he get caught?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
It's just part of football, isn't it?
Well, free kick now for Arsenal, which has been taken quite short. They haven't even done anything with this free kick, because if I was Arsenal, I would have tried to get it far up the goal as possible.
Yeah, get it up there.
Because they know that Manchester United's defence and midfield has broke down Arsenal, so you try and put be a bit like a Lindelof kind of ball and put it as far up the net.
This is the thing. This is what I want to see for this manager now. Are you like Arteta and you have no plan B, or have you got a plan B to get around this? Because at the moment it's not working.
Exactly.
Whatever you're doing, it's not working. You've got 1 or 2 opportunities. Apart from that, you've done absolutely nothing with the amount of possession you have. The amount of possession you've had, you should be having more chances than what you've done.
Mm-hmm. And here's another fact for you as well. Manchester United has not lost a game in away yet in the league so far this season.
God help us. I really needed that stat.
We haven't lost a game yet in the league, so...
This is why I was jealous of Vaughan and Vicky last night. They could all get pissed after a result. I can't. I have to stay sober and deal with it.
Yeah, but it was a nice game for you to be sober about.
What one?
Manchester United.
No, I meant that one. I meant when Arsenal lose. That's when I go out lose. That's when I'm like, I wish I had a drink.
Fair enough. Crossing there from Arsenal, but good defending there by Maria. Come on, ref. That was a foul. Come on, give it to United. That was a foul on Brun.
To be fair, fun fact, like the first time I did a video on AFTV, it was 18-19 season, he couldn't believe I was going in the hospital the next day, and he said, oh, I just wanted to go home and get drunk, and I was like, yeah, well, I can't do that, so there you go, I can't live with it. Yeah.
I actually think Brunner's been pretty good. She has been trying to put some pressure there onto Arsenal, and to have her first start against Arsenal as well is quite a good game to start a starting debut against, and also for Diana,
it's a big
the
test
centre
as
back.
well. Like, you're going at someone who's at the top of the table and probably maybe one of the favourites to win it.
Oh, Manchester United, just outside the box. 2 defenders there on Ella Toon, but it's going to be a corner now for Manchester United.
Christ.
42 minutes in, everybody. Still 1-0 for Manchester United. Russo scoring on the 10th minute. Katie Zellum is going to be taking the corner again for Manchester United.
Left-hand side there. What? Do you know what? That was clever by Toon.
Oh, and here is another stat for you. Manchester United scored the most goals from corners this season with 6.
You can go off people very quick.
Oh! Wow, that was so close there from Manchester United. Just off target.
I hate it when Sky comes up with those stats. Do you know why? Because when you get a stat like that comes up during a game, and it's positive for Arsenal, immediately they're on Twitter tweeting it, saying, "Oh, look how Arteta's doing this," and I'm like, "Are you seriously mad? Is that how low you're coming? You rather just worrying about possession stats or something? Seriously." There's only one stat I care about, mate, and it's that top left scoreline in the left corner. Worry about that first before worrying about passing stats. God.
Exactly. Good morning there to Jordan. I hope you're well. Niall said, I had a couple of drinks last night. Stephen had a couple of cans, and that was me. I'm not a big drinker. I laughed my head off at Nippon and Vicky chatting each other up on the stream. And only 6 people watching, 14 likes. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Almost at 500. I'm literally 15 away from 500 subscribers. And Bath Time said goals are overrated.
You say goals are overrated, mate, but we won a title against Liverpool on goal difference.
That is extremely interesting. But to be fair, Manchester City won on goal difference the league from Manchester United as well.
We had to go to Liverpool and do what most people said was impossible, which is score by 2 clear goals.
And you done it. You done it.
Mickey Thomas in the last minute, beautiful script. Consolation. They won the FA Cup.
United. Manchester United's picked up the ball again. Went back to Arsenal though. Come on, Man United. We're on 44 minutes now.
By the way, Vaughan, I followed you on Twitter, mate. Yeah, so I'll try and DM you because I wanted to DM you about tomorrow. So I wanted to do a Munich kind of like sort of tribute tomorrow because it's 6th of February.
Bath Time said, bruv, wasn't that like 40 years ago?
It's not that old. It's only 30.
And he said there's been like 5 Batman since then.
Yeah, there's also been there's been another 6 Star Wars movies.
There's going to be an additional 2 minutes now for the first half. We're on 45 minutes now. Katie Zellum headed, but gone into Arsenal's goalkeeper. She should be really booting it, especially knowing that it's so close to half time. But it's like literally like they're trying to just work around Man United, and it's not going to work that way because we've clearly shut you down. Katie Zellum's won that back up though. Yeah. Ella Toons give it away. Russo picked it back up. Honor. Ella. Honor again. Honor on the attack. Come on. Come on. Oh! So close again. Leah Golden was just a little bit behind. We could have been 2-0 up there just before half time.
That's it. I hate being behind. Oh, this is scaring the life out of me. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, the left back got sold. That's you can't do that. That's a criminal offence. You can't do that to her. She got mugged off. She just sold herself like a. Oh, look, watch. Just left back. You stand. You don't just go straight in. You just get mugged off. Absolutely exposed. She's lucky they didn't get a goal out of that. You should have done better with that.
Hi
Honestly.
Vincent, hope you well. Yeah, I scheduled the watch along couple like last week or something, but I did put on my Twitter beforehand that I was going to be going live. I won't be going Old Trafford though tomorrow. But I hope you're well, and I hope you're well too. Yeah, it's on the FA player and 15 likes at the moment.
Oh,
Thank
Chelsea
you
have
everyone who's
equalised at
liked.
half time.
Yep, so it's half time now for Manchester United versus Arsenal. What did you think of this first half?
Hell. Help. Yeah, Man United have done what they've set out to do, which is shut us down. Shut us down, stop us from playing, and then be very direct as soon as they get the ball. The press has been very good. We've been struggling to break it. We broke it a couple of times, but that's about it. And people can say we have all the possession in the world, but then, like, how many teams have we known in the past that have had so much possession have done absolutely nothing?
Precisely.
So,
well, from a Man United's point of view, the game has been so brilliant for us. We've been able to shut you down in the midfield. We haven't gave you that many chances to actually try and score. The best shot you really had was probably that Tobin Heath one. When she put it over the bar. Brilliant there, header from Russo. Could have been a couple of chances to get a second, but if we do carry on like this, there's no reason why we can't get a second. Now we do have attacking threat there in our midfield, in the bench of Bo Risa, because we all know that she is a different kind of creative midfielder for Manchester United. I'm going to share the screen for you so you can see what the table is as it stands now. Manchester United are currently winning the game. So here is the table as it stands. Arsenal do remain in first place. However, 2 points in front of Manchester United. We're in second, and Chelsea are in third place.
do you feel you can do it? Do you really feel you can win it?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I just think that we're still a couple of signings away, really, from winning the league. But I think we're capable of getting into the Champions League.
So you think next year you can do it?
Potentially, we should be challenging next year. Yeah.
Because what is it? Is it top 4 that get Champions League? Or is it
top three?
Top 3. I thought it was top 3. Yeah, I don't see any reason. By the way you're performing there, you can easily do that to Chelsea.
Well, we lost against Chelsea 3-1 the other day, but we played without a CDM. We played without a Latina.
Yeah, that's
as well.
the thing, and I think you can see that what you've played out here works in terms of teams that might be a little bit on paper better, shutting them down easily and being very direct. So, like, I don't see why you couldn't push them. You can certainly push us all the way. Yeah, so I wouldn't rule it out. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't rule it out.
And as well, which is interesting.
And your form has been better than ours. Look at the last 3 games. You've won 1, lost 1, and drawn 1. And at the minute we're losing. You've won 4 in the last 5.
Exactly. And when was that last defeat? The last defeat was actually before Christmas as well, because we actually started our winning streak from Brighton. So we actually have been winning. I say it was from December. We haven't lost at all yet in the league since December. But yeah, so Manchester United is now in second. Chelsea have got Manchester City tomorrow, which is going to be a big test for even Chelsea, because they've only ever won once. They're at actually Chelsea's ground. If they're at Man City's ground, they've only ever won once at the Man City ground. But if it's at home, Chelsea at home, it's probably all you can play for with Chelsea, to be honest. But that's going to be a big test, for Chelsea, because look at Chelsea's form compared to Manchester United's. they've lost and they've drew in the last 5, and that draw, I think they lost against Reading, and they did draw recently too.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's based.
But I'll just check the shoulder bottom half of the table as well. Hello to Chris. Thank you there for tuning in as well.
Big up, Chris.
I'm sure Chris will be happy to see that Leicester are actually out of the bottom of the table. So as it stands, they aren't going to be relegated. It is going to be Birmingham as it stands to be relegated. They've got 6 points. Leicester. Birmingham's got 4 points. Their only win of the season was from Arsenal. But everywhere, if you do look at it, it does look pretty tight from when you look from Manchester City. You even say, look from Reading, the top 6, all the way to Arsenal. There's only 10 points difference. So that's
and the
3
form
games.
very similar to each other. Like, I think the only difference in form is Tottenham. Like they've lost 2 in their last 5, but everyone else has been pretty successful in their last 5 games.
Yeah, exactly. To Niall's question, we have literally got so we have got 11 more games because we played a total of 24 games during the season. So we're halfway through the season now. So that is the table as it stands for the Super League. And what I'll bring the Championship one up as well, just so we can have a little bit of a discussion of who we think will get into the Championship. Championship table. Because even the Championship table is actually quite tight. Well, near enough pretty tight, but top 4 is top 7 is definitely tight for me. But here is the table here. So here is the Championship table. So Liverpool's in first. They've won their last 5 games. They've only lost 1 game this season. So as it stands, they'll be the ones to get promoted. London City is in second with 25 points. Crystal Palace in third with 24. Charlton with 23 points. Durham 22 points. Bristol 20 points. Lewes 19 points. So extremely tight, isn't it, really, that Championship table?
Yeah, and it's nice. You know what? It's nice to see like the London clubs doing well. I mean, Charlton used to be about. I mean, Woolwich was closer, but it used to be about 5 minutes away from where I used to live in London. So it's nice to see them doing well. It's not a bad ground to be at. I think I went to a game once for about half a game. And it got too cold and I had to go home. So it was boring anyway, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice to see Charlton doing well in there, Crystal Palace as well. And yeah, I do think though Liverpool will go straight through by the look of that gap. So even with London City having a game in hand.
And what is actually really good, I actually wanted to give a shout out there to Zaha from Crystal Palace, because he actually gives some of his wages away to actually fund Palace's women's team.
Oh, good on him, man. Like that, I mean, it's nice to see that, especially because obviously they don't get obviously the money that they get in the Super League, for example. So they probably don't get the amount of backing as they should do. So it's nice to see when players do offer that. I do feel they should be getting more. They should be getting more backing, and they shouldn't have to rely on sort of handouts from other players from the men's side. Like I'm saying, I think like basically what I'm saying is that as the competition grows, and as women's football grows, sort of the wage structure like either needs to start being restricted from the men's side, which is never going to happen anyway, or you start helping the women's game become more equal. Because I don't think because you're in a women's league, you should get paid less than what a men's, because you're doing the same job.
Yeah, Barclays has actually put a new contract extension. Well, they put a new contract in place, so not just the Super League from next season, the Championship are going to be shown on Sky as well.
That's good.
So that is going to be a lot more fun in there for the championship teams. So we'll see a lot, instead of seeing it all on the FA player for the championship, we'll be able to see a little bit more on Sky. I think what could even be a good idea for Sky to even set their own channel up just to put all the women's games on there. So
Yeah,
we don't have to
I think that's the
accommodate
next
that
thing that's
around
coming.
the Premier
That is the
League.
next thing. Trust me, that Sky, they've already, the reason they've started putting games on Sky is because they're going to come up with another channel saying this is for the Women's Super League. Like they have one for the Premier League, they have one for the F1, they have one for the cricket, they have one for any other like arena, basically like tennis or any other sport. Then a Sky Sports new channel, and then I bet you they'll put a women's league up.
Yeah, because at the moment it's like
Because
the
also doing
games are
women's
being
netball and
accommodated.
everything as well. They're also doing like loads of other women's sport because it's becoming more popular in the women's Olympics and World Cups and everything. So.
And it's like we have to accommodate around like how the Premier League is being run, because we only get shown it on a Sunday evening when there's no more Premier League games. And then today, if the Premier League went on today, it probably wouldn't have even been shown on Sky either, because it's FA Cup weekend. Sky doesn't show the FA Cup.
The reason why it's also growing is because you're getting teams like England getting far to a semi-final of a competition. Okay, USA, they're so good, like, so it's hard to beat them in the World Cup. But, and I feel you also see that when it comes to UEFA are going to supply more money because they want to see their tournament in the women's game, in the England women's game, grow even more, because you can see the money's there. It's a gold mine for them. It is literally a gold mine. The only problem is, like, and one thing I don't want to happen is that they start bumping up the prices of tickets, for example, right? Because the game at the minute has been brilliant with not having, basically being more affordable for families to go and watch these games. But
it's only £6 a ticket for Man United.
This is the thing, yeah. So as soon as they start pumping money into it, and more money into it, and get it more on TV, I bet you not they start raising the prices. That's the only problem I find with it. If that's what I wouldn't like. I think if anyone's going to start paying for more wages for these players, it should be these investments that want to invest to show these games. You want the games being shown? Yeah, good. You start giving them more wage, more handouts in terms of prize money to the teams that win it, so they can go out and buy better players and give them a better wage.
Yeah, and you did touch on about England as well. We've actually got a Euros coming up in June, and I will be actually covering that on my channel. So I'll cover I'll try and cover as many watch-alongs as possible. Probably with mostly who Man United's countries. I'm gonna probably try and do a couple of match day vlogs, because I'm actually going to 2 of the actual Euros games. I'm going to the opening game for England versus Austria, and I'm going to Iceland versus Italy.
Wicked. I was thinking about covering that over the summer. With everything else, I was definitely not going to rule it out. But it's like I said before, like I just said, is that I don't mind more money coming into it, so it makes it a bit more fairer. Because some teams in the Championship, for example, or even right at the bottom of the Super League, their players are having to get another job.
Yeah.
Still, so why is that fair? You create a Super League that's supposed to be funding more money into it and making it a bigger sport, right? And you are doing that, and now you've got this funding from Sky. Well, I'm sorry, you usually need to start funding more prize money so these players don't. Because why is it the men don't have to now go get another job for the rest of their life until their career's done, right? When the women's are doing exactly the same job.
The thing what gets really more is if you look at the tier system, it's like a bit like a pyramid. Sorry, because Super League's like the pyramid, the top of the pyramid. Then the Championship, then Tier 3, 4, 5, and 6. They're the ones who are mostly affected because they're the ones who do have the full-time jobs and they have to fund for their own kits and stuff.
Yeah,
Like I have a
definitely.
local team near myself, and they have to rely on trying to find sponsors to pay for travel expenses, to trade for kits.
This is what I'm saying, is that you need to, these companies, if they're going to come in and have the TV rights and everything, set up FA players and stuff like that, well, I'm sorry, you need to start pumping money into it to protect these clubs and protect the pyramid. Same as you do with the Premier League and the Championship and League 1 and League 2, you need to start doing the same thing. Otherwise, it's going to fail. Because sooner or later, clubs are just like, well, we can't afford it. And the sponsors are going to, we can't keep bailing you out. So, to make it fairer and more equal to what the men are doing, it's like I keep saying, men are doing the same job, right? And probably a worse job if you look at Arsenal, Man United and the men's team right now. They're doing a worse job than what the women's side is. So why is it the women's side get only paid get over probably half the amount that let me see, Nketiah wants on his wage budget, or Xhaka gets? Like, half, all of that squad's better than Xhaka, right? So why is he getting paid more than that lot?
Exactly.
Is what I say.
Speaking of the game anyway, you've actually made a sub at half-time. Caitlin Ford coming on for Tobin Heath. It's about to kick off now, and I'll go through a couple of the comments. To Kai, the game's going good for me. Probably not so good for Stephen. Chris, Kiddie Minster doing well as we speak. Enjoy the game. Catch you later. Food time. Big up. Big up to you as well. Hello there to Static. Thank you as well for tuning in.
Big up, I hope you're doing okay, Static. Yeah, he did have a...
And thank you as well there for support there from Chris. For the Euros, I will put people on at half-time, but as long as people do watch the game and then they're actually able to analyse it at half-time, because I don't want to bring someone on who hasn't watched the game and then we've got nothing to talk about. So as long as people do watch the game, I'll be absolutely happy to bring some people on at half-time. Hello there to Matt. Thank you there for tuning in.
Big up, Matt.
Yes. So, and Vincent makes a point here. I think sponsors need to invest right now and show that they're interested in the game and not just sponsoring because they want to see their name on Sky Sports.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Exactly.
But the problem is companies, you can't blame them because companies need to put their name out there as much as they can. And when they see Sky Sports investing, that's when teams are going to be like, sponsors will be like, hello, yes, we'll sponsor you. Because all of a sudden, games are being shown. Right, and because games are being shown, more and more times, you're going to see more sponsors. There's more, for example, if you go back as far as when sponsorships went back as far as back as the 60s, as soon as they started showing in another sport, as soon as they started showing Grand Prix live or did a few races live, sponsors started coming in.
Exactly.
And then also they started improving safety because obviously didn't want to see their name on a car that was crashed. So the sponsors change a whole lot of things, but they need to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, to Niall, I'm not too sure what the channel will be on because it is in June, so it's only a couple months away. But if I was going to predict, it'll probably be on Freeview TV because that's where mostly the England games do get shown, to be honest. But it's going to be a corner now anyway for Arsenal, which is about to be taken.
In his first 3 minutes already.
Yeah, you woke up a tiny bit, but you still got another so long to go. Oh! Lucky there from Man United.
It's alright. It's cool. I'm not panicking yet.
Let's have a look at that as well.
I'm not doing a Luca where it's a minute after it's off the line.
Yeah, it was good defending there from Manchester United.
Oh no.
It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal, which has been taken quite high up the pitch.
I'm
Good
glad
pressure
your
there.
defender can clear it off the line. Ours can't.
It's good pressure there from Honor, but it's going to be another throw-in for Arsenal. They put it straight in the box, but yeah, Mary Earps has got that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a Luca where it's a minute after the first half and I'm going to say we're shit, we're done, we're going to lose. And it's been like 1 minute. And I'm like, how did you work out we're going to lose and we're shit in 1 minute? Like, you already just passed the ball. It's not FIFA where it's on amateur mode in like the first 30 seconds you run to the fucking the goal and score. Like, I love Luca, but sometimes he's just like, he goes on Twitter and he's just reacting so many times. I'm like,
It makes me laugh.
back the team for God's sake.
So this is Russo's 17th Super League appearance, and she's actually doing quite well in terms of her stats. She had quite a few injury problems throughout of last season, so she didn't really get played. She was actually linked to Casey Stoney's team. I think it's in San Diego, and Casey Stoney wanted her back, but she obviously didn't go because I think she will be actually such a big blow for Manchester United.
Yeah, absolutely. Sir Alex Ferguson said he knows one Arsenal fan that's really panicking right now. Yeah, Lucas still thinks Man United are in a lesser state than Arsenal for some reason. I don't know why.
And Katie Zellum, the one who's been taking out corners, set pieces, free kicks, has created the most chances for Manchester United so far this season.
Plus, he can only beat Burnley 1-0 on FIFA.
Only what?
I beat him back 7-0.
Throw-in for Manchester United, taken by Hannah Blundell. Ooh. Oh, Arsenal didn't really clear that very well. It got picked up by Katie Zellum. Ella Toon, Bolton won it there. Arsenal. I think it looks like it's gonna be a throw-in for Arsenal. Yeah, throw-in for Arsenal.
I love how they've called it the North Bank. I love it. It's never going to be like hybrid, though. I'll tell you that.
I think Arsenal have been really sloppy, haven't they, really, in terms of defending and
this is what I'm
passing.
saying. People can look at that possession stats and think we've been dominant or anything like that. We haven't.
No.
It's amazing. We've had all that possession. We've not been dominant at all.
Throw-in now for Manchester United, taken by Honor, went straight to Arsenal, but picked up by Hayley Ladd. Arsenal's won it again. Good defending there by Maria, so it's gone back to Mary Earps. And it's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal.
Make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe. We're 15 away. Come on.
Yes. Not too far from 500 now.
Not too. Get that easily.
Fingers crossed.
1K coming.
Oh, so they're actually in possession now, Arsenal, but they haven't literally got anywhere what they can do with it. They haven't been able to cross it in, and they've passed it right back to the centre backs again. So they're not even doing anything with all this possession what they do have. And if you do probably look at the stats online, the stats probably look really, really good as well. I'm going to see if I can probably try and find the stats. So the stats are, as it stands, Arsenal's had 6 shots, Man United's had 7 shots, Arsenal's had 1 shot on target, Man United's had 3 shots on target, Arsenal have had 68% possession of the ball, but Manchester United has only had 32% possession of the ball. So So when you've had all that possession and you've only had one shot on target, it is quite alarming.
Yeah, it is. It just shows how the game's gone.
It does, and this is just shows that you can't always rely on them stats there. Russo high up the pitch. 3 Arsenal players had to take down Russo to win the ball back.
Jeez.
That's how strong she is, and she is actually such a good asset to the team. Arsenal back on the counter.
I was expecting better from also Nobbs as well, because the experience she's got, you'd expect it, and be more of a leader, to be honest. She's on the ball now, clear it up, and it's poor. Oh, they let it bounce. You don't let it bounce. It's gonna mind a me. Mind a me, man.
Only 2 more likes away from 20. Thank you for everyone who has hit the like button so far. Hello to a Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Brilliant. Thank you for all them 19 likes. Hello to a Monday. Yep, counter-attacking Manchester United. Not a bad thing, though, because I always expected Arsenal to come out as more possession team, but we've definitely done a lot better in terms of what we've done with the possession. We've been able to get them more shots on target and more than total shots too. So we've definitely been a lot more clinical with the possession that we have had. That's going to be a free kick now to Arsenal just outside the box. Hello as well to my dad. Thank you for tuning in.
Big up.
Yeah, that was definitely a free kick there, and it's going to be a yellow card for Caldwell on her debut. So she needs to be extremely careful now what she does do with that remaining with the remaining minutes of the game.
Yeah.
We've still got another 65 minutes left.
Do you know what? When it saw it from the normal TV angle, I thought she caught the ball and I thought that was arse, but didn't catch it at all. She went straight through her.
Yeah, exactly. It was a free kick all day, and it's in a dangerous position as well. Extremely dangerous.
Just trust United to be dirty.
You was extremely dirty in the Conti Cup. I will literally put that Beth Mead picture on right now and we'll talk about which team's dirty.
I'd say I never saw it. Why you look at me?
Good defending again from Manchester United. Not fully cleared it, but we're out of that bit of danger at least.
Yeah.
And Mary Earps caught the ball, so it's going to be a goal kick now for Manchester United. Hello as well to Super Nick.
We're 21
thank you for
lights
tuning in.
We're now 21.
21 lights. Thank you all very, very much. I'm going to actually get this picture of Beth Mead and Martha Thomas, and you can tell me here if it's a yellow card or not.
I'm just doing a Wenger excuse. I don't know whether I didn't see it, so I have to get back on the TV. Why you look at me?
So I'm going to get this picture up just for you, so you can tell me if you think it's a foul.
Bring it. Let's do it.
Let's do this, and you can tell me then, is it a foul or is it not? And everyone in the comments can let me know if you think this is a foul from Martha. If this is a foul from Martha Thomas.
What you on about? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Our player got a yellow card for it.
Yeah. It was a bit high.
But she didn't get touched.
I don't know. I never looked at it. I'll have to go back and watch. So, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Now that is definition of dirty.
It's called clever tactics.
It's called dirty play.
Clever tactics. Are you telling me Man United never done that before in your life?
Not our women's team. No, we're not that daft. But it's going to be a free kick for Manchester United. Katie Zellum will be taking another free kick.
Mate, if that wins us the title, I'm not bothered.
Well, it got knocked out of the Conti Cup after you'd done that, so it's fine.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, okay.
Oh, straight into Arsenal's goalkeeper.
Do you know
so
what? I'll
nothing
start
done.
doing the Arteta in excuse, but now we can focus on the league. We've
I don't
gone
even think
from
you'll
we
win
wanted
it.
to win. No, they all said they wanted to win the League Cup. Then it was like, oh, we got the FA Cup and the league now. Then when we got knocked out of that, it's like, oh, we can focus on the league.
Arsenal went on the counter attack, took a
Oh,
shot,
man, come
good
on.
defending there from Mary Earps again,
Good
and she's
ball.
got the joint first most clean sheets in the Women's Super League.
She's made a little bit of an impact, but not much. Oh, save! Oh.
That was a brilliant save, wasn't it, there from Mary
Trust your
Earps?
keeper to turn to prime De Gea, man.
She is prime De Gea, that's why.
Oh. No, she just couldn't do a moment.
That was quality. That was a quality save. Absolute quality save there from Mary Earps. Manchester United crossing. Oh, nothing there from Brun.
I don't think we're going to score in this game, to be honest.
What?
I don't think we're going to score in this game. We've had 3 or 4 clear-cut opportunities and we have not scored any of them. Or not even close to scoring them. If anything, I see another goal coming for United.
Yeah, Brun is definitely... Brun was definitely... I thought it was going to be a goal kick, but it's going to be a corner for Manchester United. Which is good.
I think it does. Steven, who's played better than you? Oh, the women's team, mate. Absolutely. At least we're top of the table in the women's team.
By 2 points now.
Right, at least it's not run by an absolute clown.
Oh!
Right, yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, Arteta's a clown. Same with Edu, Vinay, the rest of them. Leeches.
Yeah, that was a corner taken by Manchester United, but Arsenal goalkeeper punched it away.
Save it. Stop punching it! Catch it!
Punching doesn't always work.
Just catch the ball!
You don't clear it properly by
I'm sorry,
punching it.
you can catch that ball. You cannot sit there and tell me you can't catch that. You're a top level goalkeeper. What is going on?
I think you'll probably end up bringing on Blackstenius 100%. And we've got a couple of good people who we could bring on. We've got Bo Reese. We've got Carrie Jones, one of our youth players who can actually come on because she's very, very good. She's very strong in that midfield too, so she would be a good shout even to come on. And I think Fuzo's on the bench, and Fuzo made a big impact when she did come on for Chelsea. I would have actually liked to see Fuzo start, but we haven't seen her make a start yet in Super League this season. She's been just mostly a sub.
We've made 3 subs already in this game.
Yeah, and we haven't made any yet at the moment.
Is it 5 subs you can allow in this game, or is it just 3?
I'm a goalkeeper myself. I tend to punch it because I know what you're saying. Punching it doesn't always.
Blackstenius is already on the pitch.
Oh, she's already on the pitch. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I've just seen the sub already.
Stephen, you got dirt on your. Stephen, you got dirt on your shirt, and it's not the Arsenal badge.
Yeah, of course it is.
Exactly. Yep. I'm actually gonna see who's looking on there. Just bringing it all up because we haven't yet made a sub yet for Manchester United, so we're gonna probably end up making a sub very soon. Yeah, you made 2 subs, haven't you? You took Jordan Nobbs off for Blastinius. Oh yeah, 3 subs. Sorry, that was my mistake. Yeah, because BT came off, didn't she?
Ford came on to start the second half, and Blastinius has come on as well. I
think you might end up having to bring Nikita Paris on as well.
Yeah,
she's actually 1 goal away from. You 1 goal away. Actually, Nikita Paris is 1 goal away from 50 Super League goals.
Nikita Paris will the last throw of the dice.
She hasn't really started that much, has she? Really, for Arsenal.
It's because
Miedema's got a yellow.
It's because other teams have got ahead of. What's he getting a yellow for?
Playing dirty. Nothing done there with that free kick for Manchester United. Hannah Blundell passed back to Mary Earps. Short kick there from Mary Earps to Hannah Blundell again. It's going to be a throw-in now for Arsenal. Yeah, you can tell that was a foul. She fouled Russo. Everyone's fouling Russo because she knows how much of a threat she is for Arsenal.
They can't handle her.
No, they can't. She's very, very strong on the ball, and she will put a chance. Russo is one of them kind of strikers. She's a winger and a striker. She can play two positions, but she's one of them where she will feed herself.
Right, okay.
She can feed herself and she can score. But whereas obviously as a winger, she'll be feeding other people.
So I thought she was getting booked for dissent.
No, she got. I think they just probably just tried to play that advantage.
Yeah.
Arsenal again crossed, but there was no one there to support Arsenal. In reality, though, when you do look at this, can you imagine Arsenal winning the title?
Not on
Hannah
this
Blundell on the counter. Pass to Ella. No. What we should have done, we should have went like that rather than forward. We should have gone to the side, try and curve it in a little bit. Because Ella Toon is extremely good in...
Oh, come on! Put it in the box! Now look.
Ella Toon's so well in tight spaces. So she would have been better off in the tight space.
She's got an opportunity there just to bend one in, like, that way, in the box, get someone's head on it. And she just passes it straight. An hospital ball. Absolute dead hospital ball. That was crap.
Vincent said they are afraid of Russo like a can of Red Bull.
Oh, just don't mention Red Bull in front of me, please.
Gonna be a corner now for Arsenal. Isn't that really that many Arsenal players though in the box?
The only reason I'm doing a live watch along to their car unveiling is because I have to stay neutral. If I wanted to be biased, I wouldn't have done it. I would just said, screw you lot.
With 65 minutes in, everybody, still 1-0 for Manchester United. Russo scoring on the 10th minute for Manchester United through a corner. Nothing done there from Blackstenius. I suppose we came out with a better deal buying him, getting Brun on loan than getting Blackstenius, to be honest. But to be fair, Blackstenius would have had 100% game time if she did come to Manchester United, because she seems to be a bench player at Arsenal. And when you're a football player with her kind of skills, you really would want would want to get that game time to get into Europe. Blackstenius' debut was against Manchester United in the defeat in the Conti Cup.
Lovely.
And she's going to experience another Manchester United loss as well. I bet she's thinking, I wish I went to this team instead now. Miedema. Just literally not doing anything at all. Arsenal is just...
Honestly, all it needs to do now is do this. I'll do this watch along with Tottenham later and they win. It's my life complete for the weekend.
We need to be making subs very soon as well. I personally wouldn't risk Brun for 2 all game.
But then, to be honest, like, I know you might tire, but I just don't see a goal coming.
No, I can't see it either.
Like, start of the season, like, we were walking over teams like it was no one's business. Man City, Chelsea, destroying them when we felt like it. Right. Why is she going on?
Question from Niall. When it's a set play, do you want your goalkeeper to catch the ball in two hands or punch it to safety? I would rather him catch it.
If you're gonna punch it, you make sure you get it, and you make
need
sure that's no
properly.
other choice. But you want to catch it. If you catch it, it doesn't give them the opportunity to do the corner. Oh, come on, ref.
I would rather have it catched, and if it was going to get punched, I'd rather it to be cleared and punched, not punched and then it's still in the box.
Yeah.
Because it's still creating danger.
If you catch the ball, they haven't got a corner to whip in. They haven't got a spillage to pick up or profit from. Right? And you don't have to rely on defenders, and you can then let your defence reshape and restructure, ready to go forward.
Exactly.
While the keeper's holding on to the ball, and what I would do as a keeper to get all the defence set up and ready is you just grab the ball and fall on the floor.
And Arsenal is making their fourth substitute now, whereas Manchester United hasn't even made one yet.
But like I said, we're making all the substitutions. Do you know what? I could just literally see we've got a front line of 4 now. But I just don't see us scoring.
No. So you've got Raphael, who's come on now.
Can I just ask, when you go to, because I know you've been to women's games, do they have mixed seating? Do you have to separate the fans to home and away?
No, they haven't. We have literally one stand open, and so we've got so the stand is split into 2. One side is for the one side is for the season ticket holders, and the other side is for people who pay per ticket. So I could be sat with I pay per ticket because I can't get to every game. So I can sit next to, but it's a mixed seating, so you can sit anywhere you want. So you don't have to have that specific seat. But
some of it's standing as well, isn't
it? Yeah, they do have standing, but that's not open. And they do open a side one for if it does get a bit full. But it's mixed seating, and you can sit where you want. So if you went to our ground, you could sit right next to me if you wanted. For instance,
£8.50 for a crap burger.
No.
It's not even worth £8.50. It's not even worth the $1.99 Happy Meal from friggin' McDonald's.
Exactly.
Because that's how much an £8.50 for a burger and a bun with a piece of lettuce and a piece of tomato and what they call cheese. Well, not even cheese actually. Don't even get cheese with it. A slice of bacon that looks like it's been battered and bruised, right? With a pile of chips that have been soaked in fat.
Oh my God! How did Ella 2 miss that?
Oh God!
How did she miss that? She had an open goal. How did she miss it?
That would have been it.
Because that was good that Leah Golem and was able to.
Ah!
How did she? I can't believe
she's done it, Bruno.
I can't believe she's missed. How did she miss it?
So we've had 2 Bruno misses from Man United in the space of 2 days.
But the difference is we're winning. We're in a winning position.
The game ain't over yet. I'm not saying we're gonna score, but
we're in a winning position.
But yeah, right now you're in a winning position. But Jesus Christ, that should have been it. Done. Buried.
My dad said, if you could play for your club, which position would you play?
I was a goalkeeper, mate, so I'd have to be a goalkeeper. It was the only position I was good at. Outfield, I was weak. You can tell I'm not weak. I'm not the strongest person, so.
Manchester United have now made 2 subs. Russo has come off for Jackie Groenen, and Brun has came off for Martha Thomas. Martha Thomas, a natural goal scorer. Jackie Groenen, who is probably arguably one of our best midfielders, is coming on.
Yeah, that should have been game, set, match.
I actually totally forgot about Jackie Groenen being on the bench as well. Vincent, how much is poison inside the ground? Or Arsenal Man United at the moment is £4.30. At the women's ground, we actually don't sell any alcohol. We don't sell anything. We don't sell any alcohol. It's all soft drinks. We're not allowed to have it actually at the ground. They actually
Oh,
have
wicked.
like.
I think that's good actually, because
Mm.
like, I mean, I wouldn't mind, because I mean, I remember doing the like seeing the North London derby there, and it's a different. It's not that passionate hatred that's so bad you'd have to separate the fans like in the men's game. In the women's game, you could actually have Arsenal and Tottenham fans sitting next to each other and watching the game, which is kind of weird in a way, like because you're like they're Tottenham, fuck them, like but it's nice also because it's family friendly, and if it's family friendly, you don't really want people coming in with beers and getting pissed before a game, like they used to do.
They literally have like signs saying like no alcohol past this point. So as soon as you get into
They
the
have that in the
actual
stadium as well. They have
stadium, they're
that
not allowed it.
at the Emirates. You're not allowed to take it to your seat. You have to drink it at the bar.
But they don't sell it though. So
Yeah,
Maria is back up because I know
that's
she
why you
did pick up
see
a bit of an
them.
injury.
That's why you see them where they're at, where they've got to go to their seat, the tunnel bit where they get to the seat, right? And they literally got the sign at that point. And you see guys sitting there talking, like galloping their pint at half time before they get back to the game.
It's getting a little bit scrappy now, this game, isn't it, to be honest? It just feels like everyone is falling here, there, everywhere now.
I think Man United, what they're doing is just trying to just keep breaking up the play.
That's the right thing to do and to try and get the play
Game
in.
management.
Yeah, that is the best thing what we can really do. We need to stop putting high possession there. Oh, Arsenal's one man down.
What?
Arsenal's one man down. McCabe was on a yellow card, and she's got another yellow card, so she's been sent off.
Are you joking? That's the red for that. Are you joking?
No, she was already on a yellow, so she picked up 2 yellows.
Nah. That's not another yellow. Come on. Are you joking?
We need to.
Are you actually taking the mick?
Let's have a look.
What's she done?
To be fair, though, I can see what you mean.
What's she done?
Wait, what happened there? But let me have a look at the leg. But,
Right. Oh, come on. Her foot's on the floor. Come on.
Free kick for Manchester United.
How is that a red? Her foot's crawling across the grass. How is it being able to stamp on her foot if it's going along the grass? Are you joking? Ref, use your friggin' eyes.
To rather, the game's going well from a Manchester United's point of view. By listening to Stephen,
the ref's just gone ruin the game on that one. I'm sorry.
Arsenal's one man down. McCabe got 2 yellow cards in the game, picking up a yellow. But she should have been extremely careful under the same breath as well, shouldn't she too?
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry. That's a perfectly legitimate 50-50 tackle.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 tackle, right, that both players are getting for. Her foot's not really high, so you catch the shin or the foot, right? It's crawling across the grass, so you can't even get your foot in it, right, to be able to do any damage, right? Oh, the ref, I'm sorry. She needs to go to Specsavers. I'm sorry. She's gonna ruin that game. Well, and you know me, Maisy. I don't blame referees. Yeah. I don't like blaming referees. We've not been great.
You can see what I mean, though, in terms of referees not being that good in the Super League.
Oh yeah, I absolutely. The consistency's crap, but.
Do you know? I actually went to the Leicester game, and the linesman had trainers on.
Well, hang on. Like, we're getting treatment for what? We're getting a free kick from Man United here. She never touched him. She never touched him.
To rather, yeah, Manchester United definitely need to try and get another goal or 2 now before the game does end.
Mate, it'll open up for you lot now. Do you know what we need to do? We just need to send the kitchen sink now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a red card for Arsenal. And my dad said, Stephen, last 10 minutes, Arsenal been doing cheap fouls.
Yeah, because we've been sloppy in possession, but that one in particular, yes, she's lost control of the ball and it's rolling across to leave for a 50-50. But that's a legitimate 50-50 ball. If you can't go for that, then I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. What's the point in playing football if you can't go for those sort of challenges? She's not really raised. If she's raised her foot high, and you know me, Maisy, like, I don't blame referees. Like, and if usually I try and look at it very legitimately, and if she had raised her foot, I would be like, yeah, you got to send her off. But she hasn't.
Exactly.
She's kept her foot on the floor. I don't know what else she can do.
Hello to Prince Tony. Thank you for tuning in. I've not seen you here on the channel before. Sorry about the result last night. Was the first time. I was wanting Borough to win. I could understand you wanted Borough to win. Blastinius. Oh, Blastinius has scored for Arsenal. So it's 1-1 now for Manchester United.
Come on!
Arsenal. Was it Blastinius? Don't think.
Come on.
That was quite.
How is it? We go down to 10 men and we start 10 women and we start. Yes!
That shouldn't have.
Clinical. Sorry, I'm used to watching the men's games, so sometimes when I come out and say it, I just like say men and then watching the women. It gets confusing at times. But like, that's what they've done. They've just gone and Arsenal just gone and found a kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, it was Blastinius who scored that.
And do you know what? That's just gonna really in Man United's mindset now, they are gonna be shocked
it was McCabe who scored. Wait, no.
It couldn't be McCabe. She's just been sent off.
I don't know why I said McCabe then. It was Blastinius. I'm being silly now.
Because
I don't know why I can't say Blastinius.
The thing is, Maisy, is that we've gone down to 10 men and we've just scored.
Yeah.
Man United were thinking, oh, they're down to 10 men now. We just need to see this out now. It should be a lot easier to deal with. They're going to be like, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah.
They're going to be caught in two mindsets. Do we back off or do we just go for it?
We should have done a lot better, though, to be honest, in terms of that defending. It was quite poor from Manchester United. So, 80th minute now, and it's now 1-1 for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Blastinius scoring that last goal.
We're winning
someone who was
League.
linked to Manchester United.
Told you she made the right move.
Hello as well to Rich. Thank you for tuning in. You know what? We gave him an opportunity and they exploited us. Blastinius' first goal for Arsenal as well against Manchester United. My dad said Arsenal's last 3-4 games have been poor compared to the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I agree with that. Robert. I would completely do that. I would really agree.
Niall said games opened up now, which it has. It looks like it's going to be Leah Galton's down now for Manchester United. Sorry about that, Tony. So you've changed your name there. Yeah, so I heard that Kidderminster's playing well against West Ham, and I've heard also Plymouth is doing well against Chelsea. I'm not too sure what the scores are at the moment, but
it's
exactly
still 1-1
it.
both game. Kidderminster still 1-0 up. It's 83 minutes. Chelsea are 1-1 at the 84th minute. Come on, Chelsea, please knock them out.
Free kick now for Manchester United to be taken by Katie Zellum. We need to try and get a last-minute goal in the final 10 minutes of the game. Hello there as well to King Sate. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Oh, come on! Off target from Manchester United.
Oh, big up, Sate, mate. My regular gooner.
Niall said, this makes it interesting and opens the game up now 100%. And yeah, 1-1 Chelsea. West Ham still losing 1-0 to Kidderminster. So we really need to try and make another sub now as well. I would personally maybe even put Bo Risa on. I don't want to risk Harry Jones. Maybe Fuso could come on.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get another drink.
No problem. Yeah, Arsenal is down at the moment. Looks like another Arsenal player is due to come on due to injuries on Arsenal's end. We should have done a lot better on that Blackstenius goal. 100% we should have done a lot better on that. Trust Blackstenius to score, knowing she was linked to Manchester United in the January transfer window, even linked in the summer transfer window. Yes, Niall, Arsenal is down one player due to a red card. Arsenal is making their final substitute now of the game. Beth Mead is coming on for Boy. So we're on 84 minutes now, 1-1 for Manchester United versus Arsenal. I'm sure you're extremely happy with that goal, at least from Blackstenius.
Yeah, just I think there was a lapse. And, do you know what? I think the red card just gave Man United a little lapse of concentration.
I agree with that completely, and Manchester United should have been a lot better there in terms of the defending, to be honest. I understand that we had to switch up due to Manium,
yeah.
but we still should have been a whole lot better there.
I think what happened is they just they didn't have that discipline and didn't switch off and didn't lose and just lost their focus and in worrying about what's going on with Arsenal and having the players sent off. Right, they should have just been right. That doesn't change a thing. We need to still keep doing what we're doing, and just basically try and ignore the fact they've had a red card and just keep doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
Because if they kept doing what they're doing, it would have been even 10 times harder to get Arsenal to score.
And you know what, as well, it's always harder to actually win. To actually try and break down a team with 10 men as well.
Yeah.
10 women, sorry. I keep saying.
I've done that already. It's difficult.
Exactly. When you've got 10 players on there, it's always harder to break down because they'll be so much more defensively switched on. Throw in for Manchester United. Ella Toone, Martha Thomas, crossing, but it was far too high, that cross from Martha Thomas. To be honest, I'm surprised Matt Skinner has only made 2 substitutes. I would have thought he would have made another substitute, and it's getting a bit too late. We're on the 86th minute now. And I expected... To be honest,
if I was Man United, I'd be disappointed with the draw.
I am disappointed, to be honest, but coming into the game before I watched the game, I wasn't expecting a win because I knew how Arsenal would be like, but especially when we had that lead and we were so well until the red card, I was expecting us to actually try and get another goal or 2. It's going to be a corner that now for Manchester United. So we need to try and do what we can win these final minutes to try and get Do you know what was the most disappointing for me? We actually played Tottenham near the start of the season and we finished 1-1. It was the last kick of the game for Tottenham and they scored.
Oh, yeah, that's Tottenham, isn't it? For you. They've got a habit of doing that.
Oh, good defending there from Arsenal. Going to be a throw-in from Manchester United. Ella Toone took that very quickly. Katie Zellum.
No, I agree, mate. That's 2. It's for you. It's 2 points drop for United.
Exactly.
And to be honest, it's 1 point gain for Arsenal. By the way this game's gone.
Exactly, 100%.
But do you know what? Like, I want to see what sort of. I'd love to hear what the manager says after this, because if this was Arteta, for example, he would say, "Oh, we dominated that game. We should have won it because we had 67% possession." For example, like, it will use one
Yeah.
thing that, like, we had more corners or something, or yes, yellow cards or something to say that we deserve to win the game. Whereas I bet this manager calls it out for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't good enough.
Corner taken by Manchester United. Not good enough for me, that corner. And it was defended well there by Arsenal. Another crossing. Nothing done with that cross. Come on, we need to be doing a lot more now with these crosses we're putting in.
Yeah,
They're quite poor.
But then to be fair, like, as much as Man United have been great and they've been good in their performance and better in their performance, the goal that you have scored has come from set piece, and apart from maybe that clear opportunity that you've had, and I think both teams have had clear opportunities and missed them, there's not been much else.
Exactly.
I mean, I could completely be wrong, but
we'll go through the stats at the end of the game and we'll see how many shots on target they've all been. But as we've had quite a few chances, and even no player has been there to support, or it's just been a clear chance we just not took. We're on 89 minutes now.
This is why I say the red card the red cards led to the goal, because Man United have got their focus back and we're struggling to keep them out now.
Exactly.
So maybe it was a good thing that we had. For in a weird way, maybe it was a good thing we got someone sent off.
Well, she'll be out probably. Well, she'll be out for the next game anyway.
Yeah, she's out for the next game. Who's the next game we've got? Let's have a look.
I'll have a look for you. I've actually got Arsenal up here anyway, so I can get it checked for you. The next game that you do have is against Chelsea.
Oh my god. We've got to win that game. If we win that game, we're guaranteed.
We've got 7 minutes additional time.
Like, to be clear of them by 2 points or something. We have to win that game. There's no if or buts.
It's 1-1 for West Ham versus Kidderminster. Tony said that Rice has scored.
Shit, Rice has scored. Would you take Rice?
I would take Rice at Manchester United, but if I was the board,
80 million from them?
The thing is, though, if I was the board and I was the Glazers, I would have been smart and got a pre-contract agreement with Kessie because he's had a free in the summer.
Oh, Kessie. Yeah, Kessie is a great option. I don't know why Arsenal weren't looking at him.
I don't know why no club has actually signed a pre-contract agreement with him. That's what I would personally have done. I would have signed a pre-contract agreement with Kessie.
Kessie suits the type of player, apparently, that we all want. No experience, but loads of youth.
Exactly.
This is what I keep saying about our side. We need the experience.
Yeah, your team is a fairly young team as well.
Yeah, it just needs experience. You can't, like, even the one time I mentioned Liverpool. Those ones were a bunch of kids, to be fair. But they had some experience with them. Oh, go on. Play the right ball. Oh, you could have turned around and passed it.
There's a throw-in for Arsenal. Quite high up the pitch. This 7 minutes is crucial for both clubs. Corner for Arsenal. What is it, a corner? Yeah, I thought it was a corner, but it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Arsenal.
Come on.
Oh, it is a corner for Arsenal. I'm right. I was right with my first initiative. Yeah, when Manchester United next plays Derby Day game next weekend, so we need to be prepared for that. So we had quite a big test. I'm actually going to the game.
What, the Man City game?
Watch? Yeah.
Should be good, man. Is it at the actual ground, or is it going to be at the women's ground?
Etihad. It's at it's at the Academy Stadium. Sorry.
Oh, it's at the Academy Stadium.
Yeah.
Because Man City got their own Academy Stadium, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
So they don't.
It's
Do they
literally
ever,
like they've got a
do they ever
bridge.
play games at the Etihad for the women's game?
Not often, no. It's always at the Academy Stadium.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because they share the same ground, just like we share the same ground with our youth players. But
Yeah.
it's not our ground. Lee Sport Village, I think it's like rented out or something. It's not our ground.
Yeah, this ground's like Boreham Wood's ground, so we don't use, like, if we have to use the Emirates. Conkeys wouldn't spend money on his team, really.
Come on, Manchester United need to try and get up the pitch as high, as fast as possible. One touch pass, one touch pass, one touch pass. That's how we need to be. Come on, Man United. Katie Zellum.
Straight direct. Straight and direct.
Ella Toon, Katie Zellum. Oh, what was she doing? Where was she aiming for? We're on 93 minutes now. We've only got another 4 more. Actually, at the 3 more minutes of extra time now.
Mm-hmm.
Goal kick for Arsenal. Picked up there by Maria. Long kick. But went straight to Arsenal. That's going to be a throw-in now for Manchester United. I don't know why there's only been 2 subs what's been made by Manchester United. I don't know why. We literally conceded a goal against a 10-player team. Niall, most likely the 7 minutes is because of it's been a bit of a stop and start game, to be honest. Stop and start second half.
Red card as well, haven't you?
Yeah, and the red card, and some people had a bit of injuries and stuff. So, Ella Toon.
And the subs.
Oh, give the ball away.
Was it 30 seconds a sub, innit?
Yeah.
So, how many subs have been in this game?
You've made all 5 subs. We've made 2 subs.
2 subs. So that's 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Go on, break.
Throw in Man United.
Oh, what waste.
Hayley Ladd.
Waste.
Maria. Come on. Come faster. Martha Thomas. Throw in for Man United again. Katie Zellum. Oh no. No one there to support again. And it was offside anyway. Yeah, we play in Lee, which is in Wigan. That's where the Manchester United women's ground is. We are actually playing at Old Trafford in March against Everton.
Oh, wicked.
I think it was a bad mistake taking Russo off, to be honest, and she's actually won player of the match. Well deserved off Russo. She's been brilliant.
Why don't they call it player of the match? They call it women of the match. They call it man of the match in the men's game.
You can call it player of the match here.
Yeah, I think it should be called women of the match. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. Martha Thomas. Come on, pass it back. Pass it back while you're under pressure. Throw in for Man United. Taken quickly. We've got 1 more minute left. Come on. Arsenal goalkeeper. Well done there. Might as well just blow the whistle now after that goal kick. Yeah, blow the whistle. And it's 1-1 finish for Manchester United versus Arsenal. Russo scoring the 10th minute. Blastinia scoring on the 79th minute. Niall said we're 7 more likes away from 30 and to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for that, Niall. So, what did you think of this game then, Stephen?
That we got out of jail with that one. We got out of jail with that game. Right, do you know what? I think performance, we didn't deserve to even get an equaliser. Because Man United had completely shut us down. And the only reason we got a, how do I put this? We got an equaliser is because Man United just lost their focus because of the red card. So as much as the red card might have looked like it's going to play in the Man United's hands, it wasn't. It was the other way around.
Exactly. And my dad had said, like Man United men's team, the women's team was robbed. For me, with the game, first half, it was absolutely brilliant. We was
You
able.
say it was robbed though. Hang on. I'm sorry. I will just say you say it was robbed, but it was your lapse in concentration.
We was definitely the better team, though. We was the
you
better
were
team.
the better team, but I will say that. But in the end, it's that lack of concentration that's cost you. And when you're in the Super League or in the Premier League, those games, if you lose the concentration, you're going to get punished.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened. But the first half for me was brilliant, able to expose Arsenal's midfield, which is very hard to do. Not many teams have been able to do that with Arsenal this season. The red card, arguably a red card, but I think we should have made more than 2 substitutes, in my personal opinion. And I think that as well probably cost us, as well as lack of concentration, only making 2 substitutes, because we do have people who are more than capable of coming on, because we've got Fuso who could come on. We had Carrie Jones who could have come on. So we had more than just 2 players who could have just come on and made that impact, because we all know what Fuso is like. I can see here Manchester United is extremely disappointed. I understand that they are disappointed, but at this point we need to move on from this, and we need to move on to the next game, the Derby Day game, because that is going to be also a very, very interesting game. And just for you, you need to look forward on to the Chelsea game next week.
Yeah, because it's double derby, isn't it? And it's pivotal that we do well in that game, because like if we look at the table now, do you know what's funny? Like I think you'll beat Man City. Man City are not been good this season. Like usually they're up there with Chelsea fighting for it, and we're usually ending up having to secure top 3 or top 4. You look at the table, they're 5th, right? They've got a game in hand, but they're 10 points behind us. Right, so if Chelsea win their game in the hand and win their game in this weekend and then win their game in hand, they would go 1 point above us. So this game that's coming up next week, there's no excuses. We've got to win that game.
Exactly.
We've got to do what we did at the Emirates, tear them apart.
And we need to win next week's game to actually try to stay in the top 3, because if we bottle the top 3, I would be extremely disappointed. I'd be extremely disappointed, because we're moving. I think a lot of players will actually leave, because there's some players out of contract at the end of the season, and I think they'll leave if we don't get into Champions League football next season. But I'm going to end the stream now anyway. I just want to say a big thank you for Stephen to come on and do the stream with me. Do you want to shout out your socials?
Maisy, it's been absolutely brilliant to be back on the channel. I must say you're doing great, and the content is brilliant. And guys, if you haven't subbed, what are you doing with yourselves? Right, get on and hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that like button on every single piece of content. Share it on your stream, on your socials. Right, and get this channel going, because like this channel's going places. So so big up yourself for that. Right, and so like anyone knows that doesn't know me, I do Arsenal football content on SVT TV. I have the new F1 channel as well, which is basically SVT again, but it's got F1 instead of TV on it. And yeah, we had a 2K view stream with about 34 subs on the F1 channel just for the car launch, which was pretty good. I can't believe that one. But like I said, if you could subscribe to both, if you could become a member on SVT TV as it's a fully monetized channel, be really, really helpful, because the hashtag CLDF is Children's Liver Disease Foundation, and with someone who has liver disease herself and has 6 transplants, I raise money for that charity with every stream we do, and then all the money goes to charities. So you help to a good cause. And also 4th of March is first Friday of the month of March, and it's the charity's big Yellow Friday fundraiser. So like last year we did an 8-hour stream. I'm not planning on doing another 8-hour stream, by the way. That was mad. That was a bit bonkers. I was knackered after that, but I will be trying to get special guests on, so make sure you look out for that.
Yeah, go and check out both Stephen's channels. I'll put the link in the description for both Stephen's channels and also Stephen's Twitter page as well. So if you do want to check them out, go and check them out and give Stephen a subscribe on both of them and become a member, just as Stephen's mentioned, why to raise money there for children's liver disease.
So, Vincent, it's not being sponsored by Red Bull. That is not being sponsored by Red Bull.
To answer Vincent's question is here as well. It's in the league game. We're playing the FA Cup. It's not a confirmed date yet, but it's going to be this month, and it's going to be at home when we play the FA Cup against Manchester City. I'll be next live tomorrow. I'll be doing 2 streams. I'll be doing a Q&A stream with John Sinclair at 6 o'clock. And then at half 8, I'll be doing a preview with Dan from Turf Moor House to a preview for Manchester United versus Burnley. Got quite a few things coming up on the channel next week as well. I've got player ratings coming up for the Burnley game, what's going to be straight after the game. I've got also a preview for Derby Day football. I have also got there as well 2 quizzes, what's going to be coming up. Both Charlie and David, one a Bristol Rovers fan, one is a Newcastle fan who will be taking the quiz on. And if you do want to join the quiz, the description is in in below for my Twitter handle, so you'll be able to message me if you do want to join the quiz. Everyone hit the like and subscribe button. Not far off from 500 subscribers, but until then, I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye for now.